It's the end of June and you catch a glimpse of your reflection only to realize that you're almost out of time to get your beach body. So you go to youtube.com and look up Joey Saves to find out what you need to do and find the perfect video that explains how to get your beach body as soon as possible. What's going on, guys? It's your boy Joey, and today I've got 3 incredible steps that you can take right now to get your beach body ready for summer. Now hang on, because at the end I'm going to throw in some extra tips for you guys just because I love you. Your friends are just days, if not weeks, from hitting you up constantly to go to the beach, but you don't think that you're ready enough to strip down and hit the sand yet. The first step that we need to take is to optimize our daily routine for our physical health. So what do I mean by this exactly? In order to optimize our daily result, we need to optimize our daily routine. So the first thing we need to do when we're looking at our routine is to look at everything we do inside of a 24-hour period. Go ahead and look at your days. They're probably set up very similar to each other. You probably wake up around the same time, do the same few things in the morning, do the same activity throughout the day, school or work or something of the sort. What do you do to occupy your time throughout the day? But you have to be very specific. When are you going on Instagram for 3 hours just to scroll around? Then the second thing we need to do when we're optimizing our daily routine is to clear out some time that is wasted. Fill in that time with things that prioritize our physical health, which are going to be nutrition and exercise. So clear out some time so that if you ever have the excuse of, oh, well, I just don't have time to exercise, or, oh, I'm just too tired to exercise. Stop making excuses and find a time in your routine when you're not going to be tired and you're going to have time to work out. What can you clear out of your routine so you can get an hour of exercise in every single day? Plus, you want to make sure that you're making a meal plan, because if you're not on some type of meal plan or know what you're eating, then you're probably not going to get the precise, exact results that you want to have unless you're taking the precise, exact steps that you need to take in order to get that result. Also, make sure that you're eating this meal plan at the same time every day, which is going to keep you accountable and on top of eating everything you're supposed to. Because the last thing you want is to only eat 300 calories one day and then the next day you eat 5,000 calories because the day before you only had time to eat in the afternoon, after work, after school, when everything was all done, okay? You want to make sure that you're eating the same amount of food at the same time every single day, so you know for a fact you're hitting your numbers on a daily basis. You see, a big problem that a lot of people have with their body can be easily fixed with 1 or 2 changes in their daily routine. For example, if you don't have time to work out, go ahead and look at your daily routine, look at what time wasters you're doing throughout the day, get rid of them. Now you have time to exercise. Or if another excuse is, I don't have time to meal prep, look at what you're doing that's wasting time or that is not contributing to anything productive in your life. Get rid of that activity and meal prep. Doing this is going to put you in a position to keep doing what you're already doing, but you're automatically going to lose weight because you're simply changing and optimizing everything you're doing more strategically. Step number 2 is to make sure that you are intermittent fasting. The best advice that I could give to you for intermittent fasting is to make it as simple as possible. Push your first meal of the day. Do not consume any calories until about midday, 12 o'clock to 1 o'clock p.m. And then you can eat all the way up until 8 or 9 p.m. But you really don't want to consume calories outside of that window. That is the easiest strategy that I could give you. It's simple, it's easy to follow, and it's very, very, very effective. So many people do not do intermittent fasting, thus not seeing any of the awesome benefits that it can provide. Here are some huge things that you'll notice immediately when you start intermittent fasting. You'll be less hungry throughout the day. You'll have more energy throughout the day. You'll have less water weight retention, so you will not look as bloated. You'll have less fat storage on your body, and you'll have more mental clarity. So no matter what you're doing this summer, you will be having a more optimal experience. By just starting to intermittent fast, you're literally doing everything you've always already done, but in a more strategic way, and that you're setting yourself up for a more optimal and more quality way of living. And step number 3 is to focus on body parts that emphasize your physique. Real quick, let's talk about the Pareto distribution, the 80-20 rule. This is a rule that says 80% of your results are going to come from 20% of your efforts, whereas 20% of your results are going to come from 80% of your efforts. For example, way too many people tend to put 80% of their focus and energy and efforts into exercising and the gym, thinking that's going to get them 80% results, when in fact, that's only going to get them 20% results. 80% of your results are going to be coming from nutrition, and people put 20% if not way less than 20% of their effort and focus into nutrition, which is gonna give them 80% of their results. However, since we're talking about exercise, focus your energy on the body parts that are gonna specifically emphasize the physique that you wanna have. If you're like me and you're pretty much a guy, then you're probably gonna wanna focus on a few key body parts that are gonna make your entire physique look just that much better, which are gonna be your shoulders, your chest, your abs, and your arms. Focusing on those key body parts are gonna give you much more results that you wanna have than, let's say, focusing on glutes or focusing on calves or focusing on your traps or your quad. Maybe that's all you wanna have. And if you're a girl, you might wanna focus a little bit more on legs, on glutes, and maybe on your back, because I don't know, I think a girl with a sexy back is just sexy. And the last two tips that I have for you is to drink a lot of water, because drinking a lot of water is actually going to keep you from retaining that water and looking bloated, looking a little bit heavier than you really are. The more water you drink, the less water your body's going to retain. It's also going to keep you bright and radiant, and it's going to give you a lot more energy so that you can go all summer long by having the most amount of fun possible. And lastly, the last tip I want to give you is to be tan, or go get a tan. Now, this is something that I need to work on, very, very much so. But a lot of people don't understand that a tan is gonna make you a lot more attractive, in the fact that if you do have any type of physique, or you have abs, or you have a body that you would like to show off, being tan is just gonna show off that detail. So you're just gonna look that much more attractive. It's one of the easiest ways to look more attractive. You literally just lay in the sun for like an hour, and you're just a lot more attractive. Like, it's that easy. With that being said, I will catch you guys at the beach after you watch one of these videos, of course, because I've watched both of them. They're both really awesome. I recommend both of them, but you can't watch both of them at the same time, unfortunately. Go ahead, subscribe to this channel, like this video, and I will see you guys at the beach.